What's happening, everybody? This is your homeboy Hood Real, and I'd like to thank y'all for joining me on Times 2 Intellectual Conversations again. Today, guys, we're going to get into a few things. We're going to be talking about the simplicity of things, But before we get into that, I want to discuss a few things with you guys that I came across, and one of those things is going to be, we're talking about a piss calls a piss storm. That's right. Piss causing a piss storm. I know it sounds strange, but when you guys hear the story, you'll see what we're talking about here. Also, we're going to be talking about Disney World of Magic performance, where Mickey, I guess his performance basically caused some things to happen. And we're going to discuss that as well. Also, we're going to be talking about or give our thoughts on the current incident overseas, what's going on over with China and stuff like that, guys. We're going to be talking about that. Also, the moon landing conspiracy. And also life, the simplicities, the facts, the reality. All right, so before we get into basically what we're talking about here, and that's the simplicities of everything, I want to tell you guys a few things that we came across. So basically, let's start it off. We're going to be talking about pissed off. All right. So allegedly in Tampa, Florida, authorities released a video of 3 people who attacked a man after a dispute over bathroom line cutting, guys. Yes, people waiting in line and somebody decided to basically cut a damn line and some shit went down. So let's go ahead and tell you about it. According to reports, a man was allegedly kicked and punched by 2 men and a woman. Presumably, investigators said that the victim and his companion, in which was a female, were standing in line waiting to use the restroom when the couple cut the line and got in front of another couple. Another man, in which whom was patiently waiting to take a piss, excuse my French, began to argue with the alleged man who broke the line, and a fight then ensued. That's when another impatient pisser joined in the brawl, and you talk about a piss storm. Damn, guys, I'm telling you, this shit was just crazy. There's video of it. You guys can look it up yourselves, But as we continue to move on, an officer who soon responded to the fight saw the crowd of people gathered around an unconscious victim. Somebody got knocked the fuck out during this situation. We don't know if it was the guy who cut the line. We don't know if it was the guy he was arguing with. But damn, you got to watch the video yourself. Anyway, he took notice of the incident and began to curse at the rowdy crowd of piss brawlers, okay, if you will. Allegedly, by the time that the unconscious victim regained consciousness, he was unable to remember how the whole incident started, as he was soaked, dazed, and soiled. An officer also stated that the victim suffered a lost tooth, a cut to his upper lip, and presumably the victim's current condition is allegedly unknown. Besides piss with drenched drawers and no recollection of the incident and how it happened. Let's hope he's doing fine, guys. So, this, it had to be hot. It had to be hot. And who the fuck was hogging up the... y'all should have been fighting with each other. Y'all should have been fighting with who the fuck was in there taking a shit or whatever it was, holding the line up to cause some... obviously, y'all motherfuckers had to take it. Somebody was holding some shit up. I don't know what was going on. But damn, people fighting over lines and shit to take a piss. God damn, man, you talk about a piss storm. Shit. Golden showers. Let's go ahead and continue to move on, guys. We're also going to be telling you guys and talking about lightning strikes in the White House. Now, there's been strange phenomena going on. There's a story we came across where lightning strikes are going on, or should we say aimed lightning strikes, which is very, 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 very weird. We're going to go ahead and dig into it and tell you about this. Allegedly, a 29-year-old Los Angeles bank executive was presumably one of 3 people who moved on. We're just going to say that, guys. When lightning struck him in a park across from the White House. Allegedly, another victim, Mr. Limbisky, or Mr. Lamberson, this particular victim, a VP for City National Bank, was in D.C. on alleged business when he was hit by lightning in Lafayette Park. Also, mysteriously, another incident of a husband and wife from Wisconsin celebrating their 56th anniversary were also struck in. Basically, they moved on as well. But back to Mr. Lamberson. He allegedly managed, for sponsors and marketing firms previously for the LA Clippers at one point, or still was doing that at that present time. And mysterious lightning strikes, or should we say particular strikes, basically unfortunately hit this man when he was in this particular park. Now, friends stated that, another victim of this phenomenon was an incredible young man. He was known and will be remembered for his generosity, kindness, and unwilling positivity, or should I say unwavering positivity. The statement also said that his friends and family and colleagues appreciate the thoughts and prayers that have poured from around the country in support of this, or just the prayers that they've received. He basically graduated from Cal Poly San Luis Obispo. He majored in recreation, parks, and tourism with a focus on sports specifically. Now, another incident of Mr. Mueller, 76, and Mrs. Mueller, 75, of Janesville, Wisconsin, moved on also after suffering injuries from this mysterious lightning strike phenomenon in a park located directly outside, allegedly, of the White House complex, Lafayette Park, guys. Now when we, it's kind of, something like that to be just happening, there's no storms going on. You just have lightning strikes like that. I don't know. Maybe it is some type of strange phenomenon that's unexplained, or it could be. Who knows, guys? Or maybe it could be something else. We don't want to go into that. We're a little too close to the Capitol. We're a little too close to the White House. So we're not going to dig into that or start any thoughts on that. But it's just one of the stories we wanted to tell you guys about. And our prayers also go out to the families of the victims who basically fell victim to this strange phenomenon of these lightning strikes. Our prayers go out to you guys. Also, we want to go ahead and tell you guys about another brawl at the Magic Kingdom. All right, this is one of the Magic Kingdom brawls. There were two of them that happened, but we're going to tell you about the recent one. Now, allegedly, a huge brawl broke out at Florida's Disney World Resort after two families disagreed. Now, the saga began when a member of one of the families standing in line for a performance at Mickey's Magic Theater, in the Magic Kingdom, left the line to retrieve her cell phone from her electric scooter. Now, when she allegedly came back to get back in line with her family that was already in line, passing other people, another family refused to allow the girl to pass them. And it got a little confrontational. One of the members basically pushed the girl out of the line and would not let her get past. So the family then waited outside of the theater after Mickey's performance, of course. And then a verbal confrontation then started or ensued. And there you have it, a fight then starts. Others got involved. The brawl lasted presumably 20 minutes. Children could be heard crying during the chaos, guys. Oh my goodness. It was finally brought to a halt as park staff, security, and Orange County PD settled the issue. Now, first of all, the kid was a teen. The kid was a teen. There was no reason for an adult, if you will, to be violent with a child like that. She's still a child. That's still considered a child. She's a teen. And your anger to see Mickey's fucking performance cause you to do all this shit, to see a fucking person dressed up in a fucking clown suit, basically, just dancing, not vocalizing, just to a pre-recorded recording. And it made you just basically do this to this child. What the hell? What did you think? What did you think? At least the other family got a chance to watch Mickey's performance after the shit started. Guys, this was crazy. It was in the video. You can look it up yourselves. You can see the families just basically brawling, fighting. Other people get involved, and it basically went on for about 20 minutes. But thank goodness that it got resolved, guys. And what is it about these brawls and these fights that are going on at these resorts, guys? With Disney, what the fuck? Are you guys putting some type of frequency in the air? Is the food bad? Are you pissing people off? What is going on, guys? The first incident, if you guys can remember a couple years ago, it happened in front of Goofy Town. Right, in Goofy Town, when a man basically got into a brawl with a young woman. it was just crazy. Was that guy on his meds or missing his meds? We talked to you guys about that, in that episode. But as we continue to move on, guys, we want to talk about our thoughts on what's going on overseas, all right, with the China incident. And I don't want to get into it, too much, man, because, we don't even need to be doing all this going, and what is it for? I mean, it's like, it's just a whole bunch of bullshit. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of energy. It's a waste of resources. It's just a whole bunch of bullshit. So we just want to give you our little bit of thoughts, on this shit, guys, and what we think is that, it's just a ploy, not just to show off strength and military might and reach, but a card game. Sometimes you have people that are always trying to get a reaction by doing ill actions, not serious, but serious enough to raise brows. What's the motive? You know what I'm saying? I mean, what's the motive? For real. It's like, really, what's the motive? Hate can't be that. You can't, come on, for real. So as we continue to move on, we're just going to talk about Pelosi's presence. Was it that awful and uncomfortable that military, alleged drills were all of a sudden started? Was that to get a reaction from the U.S., as some type of threat, when in essence, it seems as if this was a ploy for international attention and shit? What the fuck? Again, we have other things going on, like the climate, weather fuel, all these other things, that are going on. There should be unity and solutions compiled globally to combat the problems our planet is and will face in the future, guys, for real. Not for mankind to combat with each other. Now, if we used all that energy and all those resources for the positive thing and the good things, look, just imagine what we could accomplish. For real, we're going to keep saying it. We're going to stay on that. And this is what your homeboy Hood Real is about, And every time we come and we talk to you guys about this stuff, we always talk about, peace is the way. Unity is the way. This is just bullshit, and all the static that's in the air, is just not right. It's just not cool. It's not meant. And what it is because the light is coming about. It is. Truth is coming about. And you can't be scared. People are scared. What are people scared of? What are they being frantic for? Just being scared. And so, I'm gonna break something down to y'all. To tell you and let you guys know, even the ones, I'm even talking to the ones who cause conflict, people who are just evil, mean-hearted, just mean-spirited, scheming, scamming, conniving, all this, I want all y'all to listen to this, We're going to be talking about the thoughts of life here before we conclude. Now, people always ask themselves and imagine, is there other life out there? Is there other life other than a human? Simplicity in its finest form. I'm about to break it down to you. I'm going to give you a piece of it. But soon I'm working on some things where I'm going to just break it all the way down to y'all. And when I do it, you're going to be very, very scared. But you got to be ready for this. So let's break it down. I'm going to give you a little piece of it. So imagine, if you will, a lake, an ocean, a pond, etc. With these examples, there lies life and abundance. With many creatures of all kind, from gelatinous, fin, microbial, crustaceous, and more, living in hospitable to unhospitable environments, aquatically. Okay? Now, are you following? Now listen. Right now, I want you to imagine, like I said, a lake, an ocean, a pond, etc., a droplet of water. Like I said before, within these examples that I speak of lies life in abundance, with many creatures of all kinds, from gelatinous, finned, microbial, crustaceous, and more, living in hospitable to unhospitable environments. Now that's aquatically. Let's continue to move on. But outside of those worlds that I used, which is a lake, an ocean, a pond, etc., okay, aquatically, lie the surface world, another environment inhabited by all kinds of animals, creatures, humans, plant life, and etc. Insects, birds, bees, all that stuff. I'm going to say it one more time. But outside of those worlds lie the surface world, another environment inhabited by all kinds of animals, creatures, humans, plant life, and etc. Okay. Level 1, we're on level 2. Now we're going to go to level 3. Now let's continue. Yes, it's that simple. Forget theories and scientific hypothetical thoughts of life, because it's evident and simple. But can mankind accept this fact? Or is it too much? Now, the throw off of all these facts is scientific talks, assumptions, theories, conspiracies, telescopes, all this and that. Spectrums of light and dimensions, they do exist factually. Okay, you might say to yourself, Hood Real, what in the fuck? Where's you going with that? You started off sweet, but you lost us. Well, as we go from level 1, 2, and 3, these are tiers. We have, and you've asked yourselves over and over again, even in your mind sometimes, is there other life out there? Do I need to read what I just read again? Do you understand? Now, you continue to move on. Let's continue to move on. We went from, and you can even go into, we can even go even deeper than that. We can start from the earth, we can keep going from the core, all that. Mantle, bubble, crust, up. We're going up and 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 up. The sky, another environment, inhabited by what? Birds, bees, all the things that can fly. Do I need to continue to keep going on? There's your answers. That's just a piece of it. That's what I give you guys. Which comes to the simplicity of things. Now, simplicity is the state of being simple, uncomplicated, or uncompounded. Also, innocence, candor, clarity, and austerity, which is of stern and serious quality. Now, Earth, and you or us as people, humankind, have innocence, but most, unfortunately, don't have clarity and are distracted by things that have been taught to you all to blind you from what you seek, which is the truth. Spend so much time seeking distractions and not seeking truth, which are right in front of you all. So, what I bring to you and what I say to you, all people who are diabolical, mean, want to cause all this oppression, just be evil and mean-spirited, scam on people, take advantage of good-willed people, do bad things to people, and not just being righteous. I ask you, are your actions righteous? When what I just explained to you, the simplicities of things, life, is so abundant. Are you scared? Are you afraid? Is that why? we fight with each other? Why we cause conflict with each other? Why we oppress each other? Is that why? Because the truth is so abundant. Is that why? So the actions of this aggression amongst each other's nations and people, fighting, war, and all that other stuff, which we will not talk about. Conflict, we will stop conflict. Conflict will stop. And instead of conflict, we need to start with resolution and confront the problems. Talk the problems through, work the problems through, fix the problems, and continue to move on as one race, one kind, of one light, of one shine. If we don't, the actions of ill actions will cause us to dwindle into the darkness and be forgotten, in which we will not do, because strength is way more better than weakness spiritually, and light always outshines the darkness. And with that being said, guys, I hope you enjoyed this brief session. You know, we talked about a lot of things. And we have to continue and always remember to keep God in our hearts, to stay blessed, be peaceful, and stay true. Always keep God in your heart. Anyway, this is your homeboy Hood Real for Times 2 Intellectual Conversations. And I thank y'all again for joining me. I'll holler at y'all next time where we get into some more deeper things on the next episode. Anyway, one love, this is your homeboy Hood Real. I'll see y'all next time.